MOG Sports TV, back with another one. All right, so I just saw the Terrance Crawford versus Shawn Porter press conference, and of course the biggest news, at least in my estimation, out of that press conference was that Terrance Crawford will be leaving Top Rank Promotions after this fight with Shawn Porter. It's about fucking time. It's way long overdue. It was long overdue, man, because everybody saw the writing on the wall. We saw how over the years that Bob Arum publicly mistreated his own fighter that he promotes, right? And say he doesn't sell pay-per-views, all right? He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. He's not a headline. You know, stuff like that. Bob Arum never cared for Terrance Crawford. And Terrance Crawford just took that goddamn abuse. It was basically like Stockholm Syndrome, truth be told. You know, being loyal just because Bob Arum, you know, discovered him or whatever the case may be, or just put him on, you know, his promotional company. And, you know, it was long overdue. And I have to say this to Terrance Crawford, man. You should have did that a long time ago, man. You did this to yourself because your career was stunted because of Bob Arum, but it's your fault. You got to look yourself in the mirror, man. Because Floyd Mayweather, same exact thing happened to Floyd. Bob Arum badmouthed Floyd. Floyd couldn't do this. Floyd couldn't do that. Guess what Floyd did? He bought himself out of the contract with Top Rank, promoted himself, then eventually joined Al Heyman. That's what a true guy knows about himself and his worth and his value. When people don't believe in you, when people don't know your worth and your value, but you know your worth and your value, what's the point of actually staying with them? Leave and go independent and be your own boss, or just partner with somebody that believes in your vision and your success. And that's what Terrance Crawford should have done a long ass time ago. So this was long overdue, but I must say that I blame Terrance Crawford for this, for his career being stunted, because this guy should be way more popular than what he is. You know, it's really actually prevalent that we must have a household American champion, right? If you notice, the most popular boxers today, the household names in boxing today are not American, right? Canelo Alvarez, Mexican. Anthony Joshua, even though he has no belts, from the UK. Those are the two most popular names. And Tyson Fury also. Tyson Fury, popular boxer, not from America, from the UK. So you got guys who are not from America that are more popular and household names that are prevalent in America. It's prevalent that guys like Bob Arum, American promoters, do their best to promote American fighters. And they're not doing that. They're just following the money. Because right now, Bob Arum cares about Tyson Fury, right? Bob Arum cares about the fighters that make him the most money, regardless of where they're from. So there's no loyal to your American bloodline or your roots. They just follow the money trail. That's what they do. And that's unfortunate, man, because again, you know, casual fans in boxing, I know people who are casuals that know Tyson Fury more than they know Deontay Wilder. Even before the last fight, the rematch, or the trilogy fight, even before that, people knew more about Tyson Fury than Deontay Wilder. That's sad. American fighters, period, need more popularity. And again, you know, all these fighters, and I don't care where the fighters are from. My point is that, you know, we do need a prevalent American champion that is a household name, and we don't have one. And that's unfortunate, right? That's definitely unfortunate. So, you know, like I said before about, you know, believing in yourself, and knowing your value, knowing your worth. Once you know your value and you know your worth, it takes a special person to invest in you, believe in you, know your value, know your worth, and work with you, right? And follow your vision and be with you every step of the way. It takes a very special person to do that, right? And they just see the potential, and they see what you can do and what you can accomplish, because they see that you're persistent, right? You're consistent and persistent about your purpose. Nothing wavers you from that purpose of you trying to accomplish your goals. And that's the main focus, man. Right? And that's what Terrance Crawford didn't realize. He knew his purpose, he knew his goals, but nobody else believed in him. So therefore, you know, he didn't have the help he needed to go to as far as popularity, and even the matchups over the years, like, you know, fighting with Errol Spence, you know, stuff like that. No matter what you say about whose fault it is, you know, he's on this network, he's on network PBC and Top, whatever the case may be, the fight didn't happen. It didn't happen. The fight most likely would never happen unless Terrance Crawford decides to go to Al Heyman. We'll see what happens. He may or may not go to Al Heyman. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. I really don't have a pick to where he goes in terms of his next promotional company. You know, I don't have a pick, but I wish him the best. Terrance Crawford, you know, it's still a pound for pound fighter, top 5 in my opinion right now, because of his inactivity and stuff like that. You know, he goes back up, but he's still a pound for pound fighter, future Hall of Famer. And like I said, I wish Terrance Crawford nothing but the best. But again, his career was definitely stunted. It was definitely took a snag ever since he's been on Top Rank. You know, and I have to blame Terrance Crawford for that. It took you way too long to realize that. Way too long. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, fam, those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below about Terrance Crawford and Shawn Porter. About the fight that's coming up. Let me know what you guys think about that fight. Till next time, family. I'll do another video to break down who I think is going to win. I just wanted to talk about, you know, Terrance Crawford leaving Top Rank and Bob Arum. So leave your comments down below, family. Until next time, GMOG Sports TV signing out. Peace.